into HTML using Elementor plugin. So if you see, this is the image file which we got, and we have converted this into WordPress, live WordPress website. You can see it is running on localhost, live WordPress website, and we have converted it into running HTML. So this is slider, form, footer and testimonial. The same way you can see on the image, we have a banner section, and then we have a grid section. In grid section we have hover effect. This we have created using Elementor with some custom CSS, and then we have image carousel for the slide for the test client section, and then we have a form. You see, this is form and this is testimonial. We are using the free version of Elementor, so we don't have much facilities, so I have just designed it. And now we have the footer section. You can see we have added navigation links at the footer, and the navigation at the footer as well, footer link as well. Fine. Now I have freshly installed a WordPress website, and I have named it as with Elementor. So let's create the table for it. Localhost /phpMyAdmin. So it is taking some time. Make sure XAMPP is running, or else it won't work. XAMPP is a local server available for all platforms. The required assets, most of the icons are font awesome icons, but the required asset I will leave the link in the description to copy along with me. Now we don't need this because we are going to convert this and start it from scratch. Fine, let's close it. Now let's create a database first, so that we can initialize it. Click on new. Here this is the database names which are available present for on my PC. Click. We have created a database with the name with Elementor. Now click on continue, and let's configure the database. This is the database name, and the default username is root, and the default password is none. Click on submit. Once you click on submit, we have to install two things. We have to install Astra theme, and we have to install plugin called Elementor. So for this section we need a contact form that will also we will download or install it. So just give the site title, which will be available on the tab name, and the username is demo, and the password is also demo. Confirm it is a weak password, and discourage search engine. Click on install. It is installing. The trick is that we have used some tricks to get this desired result. So you will see how I have created it. To follow along, just watch till the end of this tutorial. And it says WordPress has been installed. It is asking, do you want to save the password? No, I don't want to. Let me log in with the password and username which I have created, which which is demo and demo, which I have given it. Not able to type it. Yeah, demo and demo. If you want, you can see. Remember me. Click on login. Now we don't need this database. Let's close it. So now you have to get into the themes and plugins. So the theme is Astra and the plugin is Elementor. You already know. I'm going to search it. Click on add new, and add new on plugin as well. Let's search Astra. Click for search, and here you got it. Click on details. Just install it. We don't need to look at the front page because we are going to create it as the PSD or the JPEG, which is available on the screen right now. Now we need Elementor. This is the Elementor. We need to click on install, and the other plugin that we need is Elementor header, footer and block template. Click on install. So this plugin will be responsible for creating the header section, as you can see, the navbar, and the footer section, these links. So let's wait till it installs. So I have activated the theme. If you choose your Astra theme and click on activate. Now this is Astra, it is already activated, so we don't have to see that. Now let's wait till the plugin get installed. One of it got installed. Let's click on activate. On the plugin section you should see, let's activate this Elementor and this as well. And now if you see, both the plugins are activated. We don't need this anymore. Let's create a page so that we can make this as a home page. Let's check first all pages so that we can add some of the pages available. Let's make this quick edit and move this to published so that we get some links on the navbar. Make this the title home and click on publish. And just the page is created. We want to make this page as a home page. So for that, settings, readings, and on the readings, a static page, select the home page, click on save change. So once it is done, now this home page we can make it as a home page for our whole website. So for that, what we can do is click on edit with Elementor. Now you can just drag drop the stuff and the stuff will be visible as a home screen. So just to show you, make a single column and add the heading and click on update. So once it is updated, you should see the home screen with the heading. The very first thing what we are going to do is we are going to create the header first, and then we'll focus on the remaining sections. So you can see, as I showed you, we have made the home page home with the page with name home as a home page of the WordPress website. So it seems like a tongue twister, but it is it. So what we did is we have created a page and made that page as a home page. So if we visit the page, if we click on the link, so it should redirect to the home page. So this is the home page. So the next thing, we are going to create the header section. That's very straightforward. On the appearance, you should see the header, footer and blocks. This is available only after installing the plugin called Elementor with all the stuff. Elementor with heading, footer and block template. Now click on add. We are going to create the header section. Let's make it header. My caps lock is on. Fine. Header. Now here what you can do is click on header here. Display this header on the entire website. So that's what I'm saying. Click on publish. Once it is published, we have to edit it with Elementor. Let's click with edit with Elementor. So you see our header is, this is a place where we are going to edit our header. So let's get into the header first. So we have three colors. The first one is purple, light purple and the orangish. So let's add these three colors on the global setting. This is the place for global setting, site setting, and then global colors. So here on the desktop I have some set of colors. We will use it. So fine, this is the dark purple, and then this is the light purple. The reason for doing this is we don't have to do every single time. Once we click on paragraph, we have to change the color. Once we click on heading, we have to change the color. Once we do this, we don't have to make this again and again. So a light grayish for paragraph. Click on update, and the font. So let's add a black color as well. Update. Now on the font section, we are going to use two fonts. The first one is Poppins, which will be for all paragraphs. Let's make it normal. And the second one is Varela Round. Again, it is going to be normal. Click on publish. Varela Round is for all the headings, and Poppins is for all the anchor tag, paragraph, span tag, everything is available. Fine. So now we have set the font. Now let's upload our logo. On the site identity, click here, select the files. So I'll do what are the files required, 1, 2, and the logo. Fine, these are the things which is needed for me for banner as well. Click on upload. We have to choose the logo first. Let's choose the logo. Click on insert media. And if you want, you can make the favicon as well. You know what is favicon? The thing which is available over here. Update it, and that's it. And now we are free to edit the Elementor header page. The required things are ready. Close here. The very first thing what we need is click on drag full column. This is the column. Now we need an inner section that will have, we don't need this, that will have two columns, 1 and 2. The first one will be company name. Sorry, let's change the background first. So for that, get the container, edit section, style, background, click on classic, change the color to primary. Now here we click plus, and we need icon list. Just drag drop it. We have 3 icon list so far, so we need envelope or something related to message. So we'll make it as an envelope. Insert. We want the text to be company@email.com, and the second one is going to be phone number. Just search phone. So as you know, this is the font awesome library, and my phone number 840. This is not mine, this is some random number, don't call on it. Click on update. You see those things will be available. Now we have to make this as an inline. Now it is the block level on the, so let's change the text color first. We need the color as a white, and we need the text color as white as well. So here if you see three lists are available, we just need to click on the close button, update. Now on the positioning, width, make it as an inline. And once you click on the content section, make sure the inline is selected, and let's check whether this is actually working. If you make this full width, not working. Let me make it as an inline itself. My PC is little slow, that could be the reason we are not seeing the exact result. So, but make sure the inline is selected. Once if we make it List is actually the block level element. It will take the whole space. We don't want to take the whole line, we just want to take the required line, so for that we have to make it inline. So that is the difference between inline and block. Default is actually block and inline is actually, what is inline, take the required space. After that we need support and FAQ section, again an icon list, or what we can do is, let's delete this, just make the duplicate of it, we'll drag it, and it needs support. Support in and the text as support and FAQs. If you want, you can link it as well. We don't want to link it, so we want the text align to be at the right, and as we know, we have to make it inline. The position is also going to be inline. We'll wait it, update it. So what I did is I just dragged the whole section, it was a column, and dragged to the end. Now click on update. If you want to see, you are free to see the website. The next section is going to be the logo, and then we need menus, and then we need icons. Again click on full. We need a inner section with 3 columns. Let's add one more column to define the space. So you see on the live website it is available. Logo will take this much space, link should take this much space. To have the logo, what we can do is, here we have site logo, drag and drop it. So let's change the color first. Edit section, advanced. On the style you should see background, classic, and make the secondary color great. Now let's change the size of it. Custom image size. If you want, you can give the link as well. So let's give the width, and let's make it on the positioning. We want to align it at the right or left. That's what we did. Now it's time to create the menu. You know how the menu is created. You have to click on create menu. Let's create a menu called menu, and get all available pages and add to menu. Now 3 pages are added. Make this as a primary menu. Click on save menu. Likewise, let's create another 3 menus for the footers as well, so we don't have to come here again. Custom links, just give footer link 1 hash. Likewise, we are creating 4 links with URL hash, so you can see. Click on save menu. Now let's create another menu, create new menu. So this is going to be footer 2. Doing the same, custom links, footer link 1 hash, just create that 4 links make this as a secondary menu or not needed. If you want, you can do it. We have saved the menu. Let's create the third menu. Add new menu, footer 3, create menu, and then what we need, custom links. The same way, let's make this as a secondary menu. Click on save menu again. So you see we have the menus. Great. Now we have to refresh this page. What we need is, we need navigation menu. Just drag it and drop it. We need the menu as the primary menu, and this is for the layout. Want to break it on the mobile. We know we want to make this as a responsive menu. Submenu sections, full width. On the styles, let's change the color to white. And the font color to be 14 pixel. That seems appropriate. If you want, you can make it transform as capitalize. And everything is set. Click on update. Now we need two icons. Let's add the search first. It's not just an icon, it's a functionality, search functionality. Search. We don't need input box, we just need icon. And on the styles, we want the color to be white. We want the background color to be, leave it primary, or let's deal with the icon. We want the color to be white. This is for icon size. Great. So you can see it is working. Click on update. And we want to make this as an inline position, width as an inline, so that we can add one more guy, vertical align center. Fine. Now if you know how I have added this, it is very simple. Now what we have to do is we have to search for icon. Just drag this and place it over here. If you want, let me show you again. Just delete this icon, drag it so the appropriate place is this one. Change the icon to the user, insert. We want to make this as a stacked so that we can get some border radius around it. Now we have to make this as an inline position and width, and then make it as an inline. Now let's work with the icon colors. We want the color to be yellow, and we want the secondary color, that seems okay. The size, decrease the padding, that works. Now we have to make this position, text align right. So edit section, horizontal alignment end. Now click on update to check how does it looks. See here, we have added the header, links, search section, and the icon. Now the next thing, we need a banner. So let's add a banner section, full width, and we want the width to be full width. Great. And we don't need a gap. We want the height to be min height of 400. Great, it is already 400. Now let's add the image. So click on edit section, style, we will get a background. Click on classic. Here we can upload the image, and here inside this column we'll add inner section. The first one is going to be the image itself. Let's add image. Just drag the image into this. Change the image. We need the computer image, which is PNG, transparent image. If we want, we can change the size of it. Size medium or medium large is okay. If you want, we can adjust it, and we'll come here whenever we want. We'll adjust it, not an issue. So let's work on the other section, which is this. Again, we need an icon. If you want, you can just make the duplicate of it. Just drag this and place it over here. We want some different icon, so let's make it bar chart. Great. Now we need a heading. Here it is. Just drag it, just drag below it. We want the heading as this text. If you want, you can make the text size as you need. We'll make this color as a white. Increase the size. Appropriate. The letter height, line height, not the letter height, sorry for that. We'll make this as a 0. The line height. Great. Next thing, let's make this as 40. Next thing, we need paragraph. So for that we have text editor. Just drag it, drop it. Need some more content. Style it and change the color to white. Seems appropriate. Click on update. Now we need a button. Search the button and place it. We want the text as view details. To zoom in, click here, view details. Now we want to change the color. We want the icon as arrow, and we want the icon to place after the text. Style, here we have our background color. We'll take it, and we want the border radius as 20. Well and great. If you want, you can add the padding. So well and good. On the typography, change the font size to 14. 17 seems alright. Click on update to check the real website on the home page. This is how it looks. We want it to be at the center, so for that choose the main column, edit section, and you will see the vertical align and make it as a center or the middle. Click on update. We want to decrease the size, so if you want, we'll leave as it is, so it seems fully fit. We'll leave as it is. This is a little small, and this is alright. So the only mistake that we are doing is we are making this on the header. We don't want this to be applied on the header. what we have to do is we have to get into the home page. So this is it, edit page. We are already in the home page. We have to get into the home page and click on edit with Elementor. The only thing that we added extra is we have to remove the whole section and add this to this section, because we have mistakenly added the header section inside. We have mistakenly added the banner section inside the header section. We don't want that. So whatever we need, we'll continue it from here. So this is just for the header, and here comes the body section. Great. Now our banner section is alright. Now let's work on this grid section. Again, column, inner section. We just need full width column. Delete this. And drag the heading inside it. And we want to give the heading or the column, edit section, edit inner section. Let's give the width as boxed, and we'll give width as 80. $100, $300, $400, $500 seems alright. So we want this to be available at the center. That's the reason we are doing it. Full service digital marketing agency. Let's edit it. If you want, you can change the width. If it is not needed, you can make it text align center. You close this header. Now we need a paragraph. Add the text editor just below it. Lorem ipsum simply. We'll make this text align center. We'll change it to somewhat grayish. Now if you remember why we made this column as why we have added column width. So this is going to have the font great. Click on update. If you want, you can adjust these by adding the margin, so we'll see how it can be done. The next thing, we need again a full width column. We'll drag this column. Now we need a inner section. So the first thing we need is icon. Let's search icon. The second thing, we need heading. The third thing, we need paragraph, again a text editor. And finally what? We need a button. Great. Click on the icon, make the icon, leave it as what it is. Let's change the color to black to increase the size. 40 is okay. Make this align right. We have to make this digital PR line building, and we need a blind break. Great. We'll check the typography. We need this guy. We want the font size to be slightly smaller. Again, change the font color to grayish. Now let's work on the margin. We are allowed to give negative margin. Choose this, again negative margin. I want to make this video very short, so that's why I'm not going to focus much on the spacing. If you want, you can do it with your time. We want the background to be none and the text color to be black, or if you want, you can make it as a primary. And we need an icon after it. So if you see, we have an icon, again arrow right, place this after the text. We want it to be view details. We want the padding to be 0. You see, we want to remove this top, right, bottom, left. We want a slight margin. Slight margin to this as well. That seems appropriate. Click on update. Let's check how does it looks on home page. So this is how it looks. If you want, click on the whole column, edit column, and let's add the border radius, sorry, box shadow, horizontal, vertical, spread, update. Let's change this text color to black. Now what we can do is, let's edit this column, and on hover I want the background to be primary color and secondary color. Primary, secondary. When I hover, you see this is how it looks. Let's give a custom class. Custom class. Here it is. We'll give grid and my name. This is the class we are going to work on. So on the customize, we should see additional CSS. Inside the additional CSS, let's add that our custom class. So far this is how it looks. So what we need to do is, we have to get all the classes. Once I hover it, I want to change the color of each and every one of them. Now it's taking time to load. Let's first grab this icon, Elementor icon. We want to make the color as white, important. The second guy is the heading. So which is this class. And then we have paragraph. and finally we have anchor tag. We'll make this as color white. Click on publish. Let's check, refreshing it. Oh, the only thing that we made is we have to make this on hover. Just add the hover to all the custom classes which we have created. So right now we are learning how to add custom classes and modify it. Great. Once I hover, you see this is how it looks. Great, isn't it? Likewise, we have to copy some more time. Duplicate. Duplicate. And finally one more time duplicate. Control Z. You have to delete this. Delete it. Just add one more column. Duplicate it. Now we need some space, so click on edit column. Let's give a margin top right. So we have to do this. Delete. Delete again. Delete again. Now since we have given this margin, we can duplicate this. Clone the whole column. Duplicate it. Just add, click on edit section, just add the margin top. We'll add 50. Now we have to change all the icons. I'll pause it and do it. So I have changed all the icons. Now let's see how this it looks on our home screen. Great, isn't it? You see? Perfect. Now let's work on the other section, which is the carousel, which is really very easy. Just add a new section. Let's give the margin of 50. Now top 50, bottom 20. Now we need image carousel. Drag and drop it. Add the medias. So I have uploaded some images. Create a new gallery. Insert gallery. We want to see 6 images at a time, and to slide 2 images at a time. Great, click on update, and now you see our carousel is also available. Now let's work on this testimonial and the form section. New column, and edit this column. We want to give the height, minimum height of 400. Let's add the background color, background image. Now we need inner section. First we need a icon, image. And then we have text editor. Okay, let's edit this image. I have to make this image very short. $75. That seems alright. Now the border radius as 50% on all sides. We'll make it as a circle. Great. Make this align left. Text editor. Change the color to white. Now here we have a trick again. We need to add text editor. We just need to type my name and we'll make it as a bold. Change the color to white. We have to make the position width as an inline. Now what we need is we have to make this as a duplicate and change it as a dash. And then duplicate this guy again. And change it to marketer. Make this not bold. Click on update. Let's remove the padding. Almost close. Just decrease the size. Click on update. Let's see how does it looks. So you see this is how it looks. We are so close. Now let's add our form. So to add a form we need a plugin. This is it. Install it. Here we would be requiring shortcode. Let's drag it, drop it. We have to paste the shortcode which will be available on the plugin. It is still installing. I am clicking on the activate button. So you see, create your first form. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields. So here on the field, let's select a simple form. So we don't need this message section. We don't need this multi-row section. We simply want this. We don't want to show the label on the field option. Your name, hide the label. We want it to be large so that it fits the bit. Then copy it, give it your email, copy it, website URL, again copy it, finally the company name. And then we have submit button. Get your report. You want the class to be form Vishal. Click on save. We need this class, we'll save it somewhere. So click on save or click on embed, use a shortcode. Now copy it, we click on close. You can embed this shortcode, make sure the shortcode is same, click on apply, and if you see, it is totally visible. Now let's edit this. Background, color is this, then padding on all sides. Great. Now what we need, we just need to make the color a little soft. That is okay. Click on update. On the border radius 20, and now we need to drag a heading. Actually, the mistake was you have to give the color and the border radius to the column. Copy the whole section, get into the column, edit column. It will have a background. Great. Now on the border, give the border radius of 20. Edit this text, free SEO. Make this as a span tag. On the typography, increase the size. Let's add the color as white and the background as our color which we have defined. The padding, now we want to make this. Click on the column, and on the column layout, click on the column. We should see something like column cap. Here it is. You have to click on the parent and make sure it is no cap. Now what we can do is edit section, no gap is working only when we remove the padding from the input fields forms. What we can do is click on the edit section and top right. Great. Now we have our custom form, so we'll use that form custom class. We'll use that class to style this. So almost done. On the advanced section, margin top, not this particular guy but the whole thing. Get the whole column. Now you see it is slightly up. Great. Margin right, margin left. Edit this style, typography. Click on update. Now we have our class. Let's work on the class. Customize. It is slightly okay, but we need to add margin to this. Edit section. Now customizing additional CSS. We have our form. We have the input field. Grab the input field. We have this WP form container. Then let's give the width of 80%. Make it as an important. So this is working. Let's drag the whole thing. And give the style. And then we have added margin also. Click on publish, and let's work on this as well. Margin, width 80%. Great. Background. Copy the whole section and paste it. Don't forget to add important. Now we need submit button. We'll take the whole form first. Where is the form? We have our class. Let's search our class itself. Here it is. Inside the class we have button with type submit. There is the CSS selector. You see button type submit. Just make this, we want this same thing. Let us give the background color as red, color as white, a little bit of font size. font size of 16 pixel. Well, that's great. Copy the whole section, paste it, make sure to add important. Click on publish. Center. Reload. Yes, we are done. If you want, you can add a margin to this even more. Here also it is 40. Click on update. Is somewhat close. Now final thing, we need a footer. To work on footer, we need to get into the Elementor header, footer and block plugin. On the appearance, header, footer, you have to click on footer. We have to create a new footer, add new footer, and this is going to be footer that will be applicable on entire website. Click on publish. Edit with Elementor. Now we don't need this. We have to create a full column, full width, then add two columns, not two exactly, but not edit. We need to add a column, again add a column. This is going to be width of 51%. This is going to be 17. This is going to be 17. Great. Choose the parent. Add a minimum height of 400. Give the background color. Relevant to footer. Let's add navigation menu over here. Of course, heading is important. Text color is going to be grayish. Let's work on padding. Edit this section, edit navigation bar. Great. Let's add heading also. Quick links. Change the color to white and the font size. the layout, we don't need any breakpoint. So here it is. Just make a duplicate of this and make a duplicate of this, then delete this. %, again 17, again 17. Great. If you want, you can change the links. You see, if you click here, edit navigation, you can change it to footer 2. The text is not going to same because we have added the same text, but if you change it to the menu name, it will change. We need icon box. Phone icon. Edit this column and maybe vertical align as middle. Now edit this guy. We have to find vertical align. This is okay. We'll make this white. To change the text, Monday to Friday. Change the text by now changing the font size. Let's make this span. Now we have to look for the vertical alignment. You see it's over here, middle. Great. We just have to duplicate it and duplicate it again, and here in this case it is going to be, do you have any questions? Let's add the headphone. And finally, social network links. Social network links, and here you will add ampersand NVSP, and that is when you can add once you add ampersand NVSP, what will happen is this will be center aligned. Now because now we are going to add one more section, which is social icons. Three is all right. We need to be raw circle, alignment right, size, okay, padding is okay, spacing is okay, row gap Since we have only one row, it won't work. Let's add a custom color, transparent. Great. Size little more. Now with margin we're going to align it. Great, isn't it? That's it. If you want, you can add Instagram. If you want, you can add LinkedIn and many more. It depends upon your requirement. Great, click on update. Now final thing is just a copyright section, which is very easy, or we'll just add this inside inner section. Copyright UI Monka. And then all resolve. Just for the funny part, we're not going to do anything. Make it align right. Now here we need navigation links, main menu. If you want, you can increase the size, change the color, get the whole column, edit another column, vertical align, middle. Someone is getting padding. We'll make this text align right. So if it doesn't work, what you can do is edit this text editor and add the margin. Close. Click on update. Now you can check the final output. You see, this is the space we are getting. So we are almost done. We just have to remove the margin between this section. So that's all for this video. Let's check what next we have. You see, edit margin, make it as 0. Click on update. Now if you see, there is no extra space. Fine.